Hello and welcome back to the Misawa Institute. I'm not going to do a big intro here. You came here to see a Charmer deck get unboxed. You are going to see a Charmer deck get unboxed. Let's do this. Alright, time for the ultimate challenge. Can I get the deck out without tearing the box? Actually, wait, before that, there is something important, and that is the mystery pack. These Chronicles decks, they don't just come with full ultra rarity, but they come with a mystery pack that could contain a Starlight Rare. I'm hoping for Starlight Rare Spellbook of the Grand Circles or Starlight Rare Charmers of the Grand Circle. Alright, let's see. It is 3, 2, 1. Actually, no, I'll do a Shining Draw. For the strongest duelists, everything is determined. Even the cards they draw are determined by the duels themselves. Shining Draw! It is Area! Let's go! It's not a Starlight Rare, but it is still incredibly awesome. She is one of my favourite Charmers. And speaking of Area, here she is alongside the other three on this amazing playmat. This looks so good. Like, if this wasn't paper, and if my trademark John Uchi mat wasn't so cool, I would run this. Like, this artwork is amazing. But yeah, enough about mystery packs or artworks. What does this deck actually come with? Well, it comes with a bit of cardboard blocking it, so let's just tear that out. Challenge failed, but whatever. Come on. There we go. Stand by. I've almost done it. There we go. Alright, let's go through this. Starting off with the monsters. Of course, we have Area again, the non-secret rare version. We've got Heater, Win, and Ausa. All the Charmers minus Liner and Dark, who Konami hates for some reason. Now you've got their familiar possessed forms. Area, Heater, Win, and Ausa. And last but not least, of course, we have their Channeler forms. Lots and lots of different variations of these four ladies. But of course, what would Spirit Charmers be without their familiars? We have Gigabyte. What a nice looking lizard. I wonder if he has any crazy lore surrounding him. We've got the Inari Fire. We've got the Ranryu. And we have Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. I love this name. And of course we have their buffed up Awakening of the Possessed versions. Fun fact, these two can be used to go full Magistus combo with Witch of the Black Forest if you link her into Artemis, which I think is pretty funny. But I probably won't play Magistus just because it's going to be a little pricey. And this is it for all our names in the deck. Now we have, for some reason, a Lord of the Heavenly Prison. This deck does have some back row in it, so I guess, why not? Let's reprint this Chad. And speaking of Chads, the four Sons of Horus are up next. Imseti, Duamatef, Happy, and Kebesenuef. I'm sure this is the main reason why all you meta players wanted to get this deck, and I cannot wait to build a deck with these bad boys. Now we got Fairy Tail Luna, some of the new Fairy Tail support. She's like a Compulse, very nice. And now for some spellbook stuff, because the new Charmer Fusion spell is a spellbook, so of course we have Magician of Prophecy to search it out. Grand Circle, the new spellbook itself. Now we have like some Spirit Charmers, Ichirin, Awakening of the Possessed, a few more like Charmer related cards. And of course, Spellbook of Secrets, just a bit more search power for Grand Circle. Spellbook of Knowledge, your in-archetype Pot of Greed. And Magicalized Fusion, which is unfortunately not searchable because it does lead to a very funny monster. Dark Ruler no more! Now we're talking! One of my all-time favourite cards in a snazzy ultra-rare rarity. Yep, that's for me, of course. Sol and Luna, because this is technically a flip deck. Technically. Of course, King's Sarcophagus. You can't have the Horus monsters without their sarcophagus. Unfortunately, this doesn't come with Walls of the Imperial Tomb, but that was the only Horus card that never costed a fortune, so it's like, who really cares? And now for some Charmer spells and traps, possessed partnerships, and unpossessed. I think out of all the Charmer spells and traps, I think Awakening of the Possessed and Possessed partnerships are like the main good ones, like the rest are kind of meh, but these two, yeah, they're swag. And now Angel Statue Azurune. For those of you who've been watching the Charmer anime like me, first of all, based, and second of all, as you all know, this does appear in episode 2, so it makes sense it's here in the deck. And those are all of our main deck cards for this very janky Charmer, Spellcaster, Spellbook, Horus pile. But what does it all lead to? Well, it leads to Charmers of the Grand Circle, one of the coolest boss monsters ever in the game. Like, this card just does everything, and I love it so much. And of course, who could have guessed? Even more variations of the 4 main Charmers. As a huge Charmers fan, I'm really happy we're just getting basically every single Charmer variant in, like, ultra rare. These are all going up on my card wall. Like, I'm just so happy with these. And I did mention Magicalized Fusion does lead to something funny. Well, here's what it leads to, the Quintet Magician. Will you ever be able to summon this in a match? No. Is it worth running competitively? No. But is it cool as fuck? Hell yeah! Of course, our Horuses are rank 8, so of course the format defining the zombie vampire has to be included. She's a great card. I'm not sure how great she is, like, for this sort of deck, but hey, she could become useful in mirror matches. Siluhat Rabbit to pair up with the aforementioned Azurune. And this is a spellcaster deck. No spellcaster deck is complete without Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians. And of course, if you're running Selene, you have to be running Access Code Talker so she has something to combo off to. Overall, I am a massive fan of the Chronicles deck Spirit Charmers. It might not be the most competitive deck, it's definitely not as good as the Chronicles branded deck, but in terms of just pure enjoyability and how much I love these cards, it's a solid 10. Like, I am so happy with this gift. I'm just very, very, very excited to play with these cards. And in fact, I do have a competitive Charmer list on the horizon. It will drop once the last 2 cards arrive from eBay, but trust me, my next deck profile will blow your mind and prove to you that after so long, Charmers are going to win some duels. And that's all for today. See you all next time. Bye!